Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got a tutorial for you today. It's a tutorial for a trick that I did recently called Foretold. So if you want to go back through my videos, find that performance, watch it, and then come on back and I will show you how it's done. I had a couple of requests for a tutorial for that trick and I'm happy to show you. So this trick, by the way, can be found in this book here. Carl Fulves, Charles Jordan's Best Card Tricks. Lots of good stuff in here, so I'd highly recommend getting this book if you don't already have it. So you need a few things for this trick. You need a paper and something to write with because you're going to be making a prediction. You need a card box, and then you need just a regular deck of cards. Now, there is some preparation, some setup. So what you want to do before you get started is to remove the 5 of hearts and the 5 of spades. Really, all you need is one red card and one black card, but I like using these two just because they're easy to remember. So in this case, let's say you take out the 5 of hearts and the 5 of spades. You want to place these two cards inside the card box, just like that. And then just place the card box off to the side. So you are left now with a deck of not 52 cards, but just 50 cards. And you want to arrange this deck like this. Basically what you have is you have from the top to the bottom, you have 12 red cards, 13 black cards, 13 red cards, and 12 black. Again, that's 12 red, 13 black, 13 red, and 12 black at the bottom. So you put that deck there on the table and you are ready to start the trick. So with the deck, you can do some false cuts, false shuffles. You don't want to really show them the cards like that, but if you do some false cuts or whatever, they'll believe the deck is pretty well mixed. And what you want to do right off the bat is to ask the spectator to name either red or black. It's a free choice. And whatever color they name, you're going to write down that color card that's in the box on your piece of paper. So in my case, I have the 5 of hearts and the 5 of spades in the box. So let's say they say red. I know the red card in here is the 5 of hearts. So I'm going to write down as my prediction the 5 of hearts. If they were to say black, I'd write down the 5 of spades. So they say red, let's say, write down 5 of hearts, just set that aside for later. So again, you can do some false shuffles, false cuts with the deck if you'd like. What you want is you need to now divide the deck in half. So what you want to do is you want to take the cards faces towards you like this. You don't want to do it down like this. And you're looking for in the middle here where the black and red separate. And that's where you want to divide the cards. But you want to make it look just kind of casual, just like you're, dividing the deck roughly in half. And you want to find this midpoint here and just put the two piles down like that. Now you can have the spectator riffle shuffle these two piles together. They can do this. So they'll riffle shuffle these two piles together, push the cards together. Now to them, they've really mixed up the cards. There's no way that these cards could be, prearranged or set up because they just shuffled the cards themselves. Then what you're going to do is you're going to divide the deck into 3 piles. So you'll take off about 2/3 of the cards, set them in the middle, then another half and set them to the side. Now what you've actually done here is if you take a look at these piles, this pile here is going to be all black cards. This pile here is going to be all red cards. And then this middle pile will be a mix of black and red. But of course, the spectator won't know that. They'll think it's just a mixed, a mix of random cards in these 3 piles. What you want to do now is you want to hand the spectator one of these 3 piles. Now you want to think back to the color they picked at the beginning. So in my case, the spectator said red. So what I want to do is I want to pick the opposite color pile. So if they said red, I want to hand them the black cards, which I know is this pile here. So the opposite color of what they said at the beginning. So they said red, I will hand them this pile here, which again is all black cards. So they can shuffle up this pile as much as they want. They will pick out one card at random, and nobody's going to look at it. It'll be a secret card. They'll hand it to me, and I'm going to place this card in the card box. Now there's 2 cards already in the card box, so I don't want to, make a sound. I don't want to show anybody that there's 2 cards in here. Just keep it a secret. Put the, the card box towards you, and just make it look like this is the only card in the card box. So say I'm going to take this mystery card that you selected, put it inside the card box. Now at this point, the spectator can completely shuffle the rest of the cards. They can gather up all the cards, shuffle everything as much as they would like. And really what that does is it destroys the evidence of a black pile and a red pile. So they can just shuffle everything at this point, all they want. And when they're done, I would have them take the deck, they can do this part, and make a pile of red cards and a pile of black cards. So they can do this, like I said. Separate the cards here by color, red and black. So you have a red pile now and a black pile. Now, to recap, here's all the spectator has seen so far. You asked them for red or black, and you wrote down a prediction. You divided the deck in half, and they got to shuffle those 2 piles together. You gave them a random pile. They got to shuffle that pile, pick a mystery card at random, put it in the box, and then shuffle the rest of the deck. That is all the spectator has seen at this point. So now that you've divided the deck or the cards by color, you want to think back to the color they said at the beginning, in this case, red. So I would give them the red cards, and I would say, okay, you said red at the beginning of the trick. I want you to count how many red cards are in this pile. And while they're doing that, I'll take the other pile, the black pile, and just casually put them in the card box while they're counting these. So they're going to count them, and they're going to find that there's only 25 cards in this pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now, usually there'd be 26 red cards, so what that means, what that must mean, is that the mystery card that the spectator picked out at random and put in the card box must be a red card, because there's 25 red, not 26. So all you have to do now is take out the other cards in the card box. And what you have now, you don't show this as a spectator right now, but what you have is you have your 2 5s from earlier. This is the card that they actually picked. Just a random card that they selected, put in the card box, and then all the other black cards. So what you'll do is you'll take everything out of the card box. You can give the cards, a cut. You can shuffle them if you want. And you can go through and show that there's one red card among all the black cards, the 5 of hearts, which must mean this is the card that they randomly selected and put in the card box. Again, the spectator saw the whole deck shuffled. They got to shuffle the cards. They got to shuffle their pile, pick a card at random. Ends up being the 5 of hearts, even though it wasn't actually the card they picked. They'll think it's the 5 of hearts. Then all you have to do at this point is show your prediction from the very beginning, the 5 of hearts. So that's basically it. If they pick black at the beginning instead of red, the trick works the same way, just kind of do everything the opposite. So if you need to go back and watch this a couple times, it'll make sense. But if they pick black instead of red, just kind of reverse everything or flip everything. But otherwise, that is the trick. Again, you can find this trick, Foretold, in this book, so definitely pick up this book. It's a good one. And I appreciate you watching. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Please come on back to my channel soon, and I will see you next time.